2135, Dulles Tower 12707, turning 30, line of white. Delta 2135, Dulles Tower running 1 center, turning 30, line of white. Delta 2135, Dulles Tower. Delta 2135, take on road, traffic going to come up on the 21 center, turn left lane 250, running 30, set to take off. Yeah, 6 Hotel Zulu, heavy Dulles Tower, 126, running 30, line of white, traffic line 1 center. Cruiser 923, Dulles Tower 126, turning 1 center, circle line. Hotel 777 just landed, 21 right, circle line. Wait, we have a turn left kilo 2, taxi kilo, hold for echo, contact 9 tower racing. Contact 9 tower racing. Okay, 109 heavy Dulles Tower, Okay, 1694 Dulles Tower, 1 center, circle line. Delta 2135, acceptable. SDR 6 Hotel Zulu, heavy flying, heading 230, set to take off. And 2222 Dulles Tower 163, 230, line 3, caution service, and traffic line 1 center. Okay, 1572, turn 1924, contact ground, 160 today. Turn 2497, Dulles Tower 12707, turning 1 center, clear to land. Turn 2497, running 1 center, clear to land. Yeah, 6 Hotel Zulu, heavy, contact for report today. This is at 792, turn left kilo 2, taxi kilo to signature, mark ground point 9. 2 kilo 4. United 2862, fly on the heading, turn 830, set to take off. at 9:23. Keep your speed of 74, traffic mile final, right lane 4, taxi Green, please to Atlantic, monogram. Good. Okay, 2862, contact full stop.
Beautiful. Welcome, guys, back to Washington Dulles International. My name is Mark. Hope I'm not barging in on a Wednesday afternoon. Hope you guys are having a good one. Thank you for stopping in, guys. Nice to see you, Steph. Thank you. Mark on the road. J-Ro, good to see you. Working at MCO the Antonov, which is, let's get back over to the Antonov for a second. I'll get on radar in just a moment. I think we have tower. Hope we do. Hear something back there. I went to the field, but could not maintain connection. I tried and tried. Wasn't happening. I did get a couple of arrivals. That'll be on the highlight reel. A319-131-2497 out of New Orleans.
Heavy double star 1308, passing turbulence, 2 stories, heavy 3 minus, 21 range, clear to land. American 524, turn left heading 270, heading 30, clear to takeoff.
Not sure exactly what constitutes a good and bad connection over there anymore, because sometimes we have a really long streams with no issues. So all right, let's see here. That was New Orleans. We have, interesting, we have 737 on the taxi here. Looks like there's rain out there. Hopefully it's not coming this way. And I hope you guys are having a good Wednesday. Sorry. Really wanted to get over to the field for you guys. Man, this cloud cover is excellent right now. Maybe it might be that after business hours it's a better connection over there. Not sure. 773 out of Frankfurt, touching down over on right. And that was Cancun. Max 9 out of Cancun, United 1694, followed by 2497 out of New Orleans right here in front of us. Shout out to Dulles Airport Operations once again for being so cool as they always are when I call. Super friendly people over there. Alrighty, let's see here. No clue what's actually going to come our way. We shall see. 757 out of Denver, 2087 is likely, while 7572 out of Dublin is most likely going to go right. Sheet will be followed by another 75 out of Edinburgh, 979. Seems early for her. Dash 8. Porter 2725. Making her way back there as well. We'll probably get Denver in 2087. Thought about getting here early today, but you know, the lull, the 12 to 2 o'clock lull. Well, I guess it's interrupted around 1:30 or 2 o'clock. I think it was 3 o'clock. I was sitting over at the field and Brussels flew over and thought, well, I'll get the camera out, see if I can get this thing going. Gave it a shot. We were right in the full sun too. That is what's nice about this particular location, man. Being able to get right here under this overhang. I know it's not ideal. The best thing is to get on top, down at this end all the way, where you can look down on that whole terminal complex all the way down, instead of just parking garage. Huh. Somebody just got cleared for center to land. Not on. Yeah, it is. That's yeah, that'd be Denver. 2087. 7573, 24-year-old airframe, January of 2002, 1,264 nautical miles, 2 hours, 41 minutes. Dang, that's quick. But there was a lot of turbulence on that flight. I know, always going with the wind. I haven't flown a ton, but that's when we saw it the most. Excellent to see you guys. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Mark. Thank you for that. Mark on the road. Saw it land earlier. Wonder what it's doing here. Me too. Every time I see that thing, I wonder, because, you know, the Kuwait, or not Kuwait, but what am I thinking here? Ukrainian, you know, aircraft was just here last time, so it's like they're just trading places. Beautiful looking aircraft, as large as it is. It's not something I'm accustomed to seeing myself, so it is neat to see that. Not something I see every day, that's for sure. Sorry guys, I had an alternator and a battery basically die at the same time on the just as I was getting into town around 12:30 a.m., something like that, pretty close to 1 on the last stream. And it's taken a little while for the parts to get the car rolling. We got to get rolling yesterday. Back at it here. So yeah.
Number 4516 Bella Travel, 29 at 5 and Patrick taking out.
$2087 out of Denver. Yeah, we'll just have a relaxing stream this evening and see what comes our way. 2087 out of Denver. This used to be a 772. Hopefully that weather is not coming this way, man. Kevin, he said he was behind. Kevin on main says behind me at the field, and I pulled off. Oh man, I didn't even see you back there. Porter going right. Of course, all the cool stuff's gonna go right on us. I was at the field, Kevin. Yeah, I couldn't get connection, man. I kept losing it and had to roll. I was like, man, I need to get over to the garage. Sorry, my camera was sitting crooked there. Couldn't maintain a good connection. I think, after 5 o'clock, maybe it's another story, something like that. A lot of infrastructure over there, if you will. So probably not a really easy place to acquire and maintain a good connection, at least during normal working hours. But once again, we've had some great streams over there. Next up for us is going to be Richmond, CRJ5 out of Richmond, GoJet 4515. Should be followed by Detroit, Savannah, Mobile, Charlottesville. Looks like we're going to get some, and all the heavies will most likely turn and go in on right. Of course, not seeing much in the way of departures on center these days. Wanted to go to Charlotte today, but man, the temperature was, the real feel was in the hundreds, and you're just so exposed, Excuse me, the last time that I was in Charlotte, it was kind of a, everybody was friendly, but it was kind of a hassle to get in touch with operations, and I really would like to just hit operations were cool, but they wanted me to call when I left too, and, and that's okay and everything, but I don't know. It seems like it might be a lot easier if I just stream from the overlook, but it is so exposed over there. Absolutely no mercy in terms of heat.
Number 4515, turn right into 4, contact ground, 26 positive.
I have to jump out and back. Is he rolling? He's rolling. CRJ out of Richmond, 175 long range. Mesa 6190 out of Detroit. Denver on the taxi. They'll glaze it. The 175s always glaze it. I don't understand the situation. They must have some kind of a button they push that says, okay, glaze it. Little activity going on out there.
Okay, so this is 190, turn right into 4, contact now,
As Mesa 4006 out of Savannah 175 LL, 9-year-old airframe, 445 nautical miles, May of 2017. We need some heavies over here. It's a shame. I mean, besides the Antonov. Still not convinced on what direction that is blowing. It looks like it's blowing left.
Number 2, London Papa, turn right heading 340, running 30, set to take off.
Beautiful. Yet another. Mobile on the way in, 145 extended range. Commute air, 43, I think. Yes, 14. Sorry once again, guys, that we don't have some amazing heavies just one after the other. We shall patiently wait and see what happens. Abs, good to see you, man. Steph, thank you. Jeremy. When did the Antonov arrive? Around 1:30? Okay, thank you. Appreciate that, guys. Sorry, just catching up here. Beautiful. Thank you, Steph. Oh. Sorry I missed you, Kevin. Kevin's over there eating right now, probably at the field. He takes his binoculars or his binocular and just hangs out and just watches, does not record a thing. Not one iota of Wi-Fi required. Just a couple of excellent people, some meals, and a radio, which I need to get. That's on the list. These things are always in need of a bath. No offense to them. They work hard. Do see some action over there. Perhaps she will depart on us. Was this Mobile? Inbound, I do believe. Heavy coming in on right. Doha, of course. Dang it, man. I was really hoping they would swing in on us. Charlottesville, it's 145 extended range out of Charlottesville, 4328. About a 45-minute drive to the south. Drive right through it if you take Route 29 off of the express route, which is the last exit before it stops being the express route. It'll take you right through Charlottesville. I should say the 4-lane or sometimes 6-lane or 8-lane 10 to 15 stoplight experience known as Charlottesville. You have to take a left or something if you want to see the actual historic part. 73 Max 8 Las Vegas, United 1140 San Salvador behind her, Avianca A320 Neo 582. Dang it. I was hoping we would get some heavies coming our way. Charlottesville's a beautiful place. Had the good pleasure of working as a mechanical and electrical commissioning agent technician on that on the hospital, the new hospital at Charlottesville, which is a beautiful place. Sure, it's up and running nicely now. Basically lived at that place for about a year. Yeah. Charlottesville, there's so much history in that place that it's like impossible for it to expand in all the ways that it really needs to for convenience. You know, there's just so much historical, well, just stuff, structures, and I'm sure red tape. Say that breeze that is producing feels excellent. It was very hot. Stepped out of the car. Hope you guys are having a fine Wednesday. I'll stop complaining. If you guys want me to just turn music on and stop talking, I can do that too, whatever you guys prefer. Daniel, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome from Dusseldorf. Pleasure to have you guys. Planning on going there Friday early afternoon for my birthday, plane spotting, taking the metro. Well, it's nice that it's there. It seems a fairly safe option from what I can tell, you know, although it probably takes a little while. Avianca A320 Neo out of, is it San Salvador? Is that or Bogota?
Turn right into contact now 121.62.
Huh, 175 long range out of Roanoke Mesa, 6261.
ISO 2251, turn right into 4, contact now, 162.
Beautiful. Next up, A321neo out of Chicago O'Hare, United 293. FCO Rome, Star Alliance, 7772, United 885 going in on right, of course. 293 out of Chicago O'Hare.
The 396, turn right, uniform 3, back to uniform, whiskey 2, full short running 1, center.
I'm sure they were just pushing buttons, but almost looked like they were waving.
United 1523, double tower, 3106, running 1, center, clear for land. United 1523, running 1, center, clear for land. North. United 293, turn right, into 2, contact now, 162.
Next up for us is going to be Seattle 73 Max 9, United 1523. St. Louis probably, Sacramento. Wish we had more heavies for you guys.
Number 550, Hotel Delta Double 7, 3106, running 30, line of weight, traffic left 1, center.
Colin, good to see you, man. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that, brother, for the £2 super chat. And I hope you're doing well over there, brother. Nice to see you. Thank you, Steph. Matt Simmons going on, man. Matt's in West Palm. Good stuff, man. Hope you're having a good time. Hanging out here at Dulles for a little bit, seeing what we can get. Not a lot thus far.
Number 0, Hotel Delta, turn left heading 270, running 30, for the takeoff. Number 4819, double tower, 3106, running 1, center, clear for land. 1523, turn right into 4, contact now, 162. Hotel Delta 27, the departure frequency for you, 125.05.
Something else rolling in the distance here. What do we have? That would be St. Louis, CRJ5, GoJet 4454. Man. Wish I could have maintained connection at the field. Best we can hope for our departures will go our way. If not, then Charlotte it is. I was saying earlier that I was going to go to Charlotte, but there is just no mercy in terms of the heat. Whoops, at Charlotte. Yesterday they were calling for storms in Charlotte, but today the forecast basically was free of storms. Again, where I live in Roanoke, it feels like I'm going to the beach when I go to Charlotte, but I'm actually going west. Actually traveling more towards the beach coming here. Yet I'm in the mountains the whole time. Kind of crazy. Rambling, guys. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Max 9 out of Sacramento back there behind Greensboro. Commute Air 4819 out of Greensboro. Max 9 out of Sacramento 1742. Then we get San Diego, a Max 9, United 1071. And then Portland. And I'm curious to see what the Antonov is going to do there, or loading her up. So it won't be too much longer. Wow, jumping off early. That was fast. Just kind of expecting to see something back there. Maybe they're unloading her. Maybe they are unloading her. Thank you again, Colin. Thank you. Appreciate you greatly. Beautiful. Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Steph. Absolutely, guys. Thank you for the likes. Linda, good to see you. Appreciate you guys. Sacramento or San Diego, I've already forgotten. On inbound, we'll check the numbers on this in 1 sec.
contact now, 121.62 seconds, mile 5 today.
Absolute top down lighting conditions at present. Max 9 out of San Diego 1071 is next. That would be Sacramento. Yes, Max 9 1742 out of Sacramento. A couple little guys want to go out 30. Max 9 out of San Diego and 73 Max 9 out of Portland. United 2016. Then we will get San Francisco. 789 Dreamliner 599 out of San Francisco. Hopefully she stays center. Wow. San Diego up first.
Back 43 Juliet, turn right before you go into Atlanta today. 43 Juliet, time to go into Atlanta, ground 162. I said 668, fly runway heading 1830, touch takeoff. Remember, 43 Juliet, continue down, Yankee 2, next taxiway, then taxi, monitor ground 162. Passenger Juliet, clear, contact from the target.
Wow, little guy jumping out down there. I'm going to go back and grab our, I think it's a Gulfstream. I can't. Possibly? No. Citation.
Upstairs 66, flight heading 270, contact for the flight today.
Beautiful.
Upstairs 66, contact Plymouth 125.05. United 171, turn right into 2, contact now, 162. 1580, double Charlie, manager at 5, and 30, line voice, maximum 7.
I am going to take a quick look at the weather app, pull up the radar, turn off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, 1757, double Charlie, wind to manager at 6, only 1 center, clear for that.
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay, 1580, turn left heading 6, flying runway heading 1830, touch takeoff. Yeah, 726, double Charlie, wind to manager at 6, 1830, flying to 1. United 2016, turn right into 2, contact ground 162. That's on 26, on the road top 3 mile final, fly 1 and heading 130, set to take off. Sector 560, Boy 73, visit 5 and 3, board line, voice, traffic landing 1 center, cosmic 4. United 1580, fly heading 320, contact 1 surface. Air 599, heavy Dulles 7305 and 1 left.
Okay. Off in the distance there is Air Canada Jazz Aviation 726 headed back to Montreal. 7377 1757 United Airlines out of Charleston. A346 back to Frankfurt. We'll see what she does. And of course it looks like our triple is going to come in on left. So might be a short stream today if things don't go our way. We'll meet up again in Charlotte. Past couple times we've made the trip, it's been like this. Hang out for a little bit and see what happens.
United 1757, turn right into 4, contact ground.
599 Dreamliner out of San Francisco, touching down over on left.
Exit 550, fly heading 340, contact 1 Pleasant. Total 5203, W Cargo, runner 06, runway 1 center, clear to land. Victor Tango Romeo, Mike Butler, Carlin, 2906, runway 30, line up for weight, traffic landing runway 1 left, and you'll be holding for weight, please clear to land. Air 2330, Dulles Carolyn, 307, runway 1 left, clear to land. Air 599, heavy turn right, uniform 2, tax uniform whiskey 2, go for runway 1 center.
Next stop on arrival for us is going to be 175 long range 6203 out of Charlotte. Oh goodness. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Welcome. Glad to have you guys. Thank you so much, MD. I can't pronounce all that, but thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Steph, for the kindness. Oh, Mike. Oh, okay. Just there about an hour ago. Left at 3. Did not know you were coming. You know, I'm sorry, man. You know me. Just kind of slipped in, and I, rudely, apologies for that. Looks like, yeah, Linda, she went left on us. I guess that would be one left over there on the far side. Antonov has been, I guess, loading or unloading. I guess loading. Perhaps the door will soon close on that. No, they unloaded it, didn't they?
1831, those are 1305 and 1 center, third line.
Yep, something over there touching down on left. Something being, I think, Santa Ana. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get an arrival. I wonder why that is. Wonder if the Antonov is going to go off soon, if they're going to take her off center. Curious about that. Going to have to go wide to get that one.
Victor Tango Romeo India Mike fly runway heading, no delay on roll, 23-0, clear for takeoff.
Oh, not at all, Mike. Appreciate you, man. I didn't put up a banner on this one. Once again, I didn't know when I was going to start or if I was even going to go here. Am I going to go to a DCA? Do I want to just, because the direction, I knew they were coming in over the field. It was going to be very challenging to get anything good.
Total 6203, turn right into 4, contact ground 162. Victor Tango Romeo Mike India, fly heading of 250 and departure frequency 125.05. Be 125.05.
Greenville, Spartanburg for us in Atlanta. Looks like some arrivals are coming in. A bunch of regionals. Nothing heavy.
United 1348, fly runway heading, 23-0, press takeoff heavily on the wall. Falcon 417 Heavy, Delta Star 1280, running 30, line of weight, traffic landing, the parallel. United 2366, Delta Star 12705, running 1 center, clear to land. Number 4382, turn right into 4, contact now, 162.
Dreamliner right up San Francisco. A319-132, 1831 United Airlines, excuse me. Out of Atlanta.
2344, double 7207, runway 1 center, clear to land. Echo 2, 58, double 1205, runway 1 left, clear to land. United 1348, fly heading 250, and contact departure on 125.05. Unit 4298, double 1205, runway 1 left, clear to land. And 1831, turn right into 2, contact now, 162. Yeah, 1576, double time on 2405, running 110, clear flag.
Unfortunately, it is impossible to catch the touchdowns over on left. 739 out of Houston, United 2366.
Yeah, 2125, turn right, uniform 2, flight, uniform Whiskey 4, hold it, running 1 center. United 599, heavy turn right, 3 miles out of burning 1 center, caution, Whiskey 2, turn right, down, it's one other side. Yeah, 2356, turn right, 2, contact now, 162.
Wow. 319 is rolling.
United 780, turn right, uniform 2, flight, uniform Whiskey 4, hold it, running 1 center. Air Service 143, contact 2, Whiskey 2, turn right, 57, over line. Local 2037, 3008, and 1 left, clear flag. Air 2324, right, 2, ground, 160. Service 143, pass that down, 162 on the other side.
Next up on center is Tampa, 739 out of Tampa, 1576. And that was Austin diverting into Dulles, 738, 2344. Tampa, 1576 once again. And then we'll have our A346 to Frankfurt, going out 3-0. .175 out of Raleigh-Durham. Mesa 3226 back there as well. Fortunately, free of weather. So far, anyway. Raleigh-Durham up next. Not sure when Lufthansa is going to get to go. I guess next. Yes, because there's a big gap. And then San Antonio. I'm not seeing the 747 out of Beijing, but that's been a while since I've seen it. Not sure if she's still doing that right now.
Heavy traffic on a 4-mile final turn, 1 left, no delay on the road. Fly runway heading, running 30, perfect takeoff. Digit 792, double sky, 1505, runway 30, line of way, contact driven, traffic line 21 left. 2230, crossing 1 center, whiskey 4, contact ground, 26 on other side. Commute 4298, turn right, uniform 3, taxi, uniform, whiskey 2, hold on 1 center. Okay, 2125, traffic on 8 mile, final crossing, center, whiskey 4, contact ground, 26 on other side.
Whoa.
3226, contact ground, 262. 128, 37, 705, and 1 left, clear flag.
Sorry about that. I almost missed it.
Lufthansa 417 Heavy, flying heading 340, contact North Parker.
Haven't really had much to record, so not going to be much of a highlight reel tomorrow, if any.
Take 55 off my fellow Tailwind 3006, runway 1 center, clear flag.
Next up on center, San Antonio. She'll be followed by Minneapolis and Atlanta.
3 mile final cross, 1 center, whiskey 4, contact ground, 26 on other side. 695, Tailwind 3007, and 1 center, clear flag. Number 4520, turn right, uniform 3, taxi, uniform, whiskey 4, hold for bend 1 center. Turn 452, double sky, 1307, runway 1 left, clear flag.
Two 2448 out of San Antonio.
Exit 792, traffic 4 mile final, runway 1 left. Turn right heading 340, running 30, clear for takeoff. Digit 800, double sky, 1307, running 30, line of way, traffic line in the parallel. Next digit 800, to commute park frequency for you will be 125.05. Okay, and do that right. Next 4448, turn right, gate 2, contact ground, 162. Block 22, turn right, uniform 3, taxi, uniform, whiskey 2, hold for runway 1 center. Mid 4229, double sky, taxi, gate 12907, runway 1 center, clear flag. Digit 792, contact North Parker.
Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you stopping in. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Mark. Mark on the road. Yes, it is. Yes, it's indeed, Mark. Runway 30 for westbound. 12 for east. Not very, but it's very rare to see it. And it is indeed. I'm not sure that I've ever seen it. I think I've seen it once. I did see it one time. Little guy touching down over on left. Can't really see much of anything over there. Patrick, good to see you. Kendra, that is the best son in the world and the best mom in the world. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, Patrick. If it says Patrick, if it's Kendra, Big hugs to both of you. We'll catch up with you soon. I just kind of barged in here on a Wednesday afternoon. Sorry about that. Gave nobody any indication I was going to do anything. Really was torn when I was sitting in the car in the driveway, left or right. It really is left to Charlotte, right to DC. It's really that, like that sometimes. It is a beast, isn't it? 7.5 looks tiny down there, doesn't it? Crazy. It's way up front. Thank you so much, Mike. You guys are the best. Mike Smith of Virginia. Oh, thank you guys. Sorry I don't have more to show you this afternoon. Yep, had a little car trouble late in the week. Been a little while since the car was on the back of a tow truck. Man, I wish they would cut those. I know, selfish. Just mind cutting all those trees, please. That'd be awesome. I know, not asking much. I can't help but park the camera on this aircraft. We do have a little guy touching down. I probably should get that. Let's see. Columbia ERJ 145, probably already on the ground. I hear some props.
Number 4520, traffic 2 miles on across 99 Whiskey 4, contact now, traffic 10 other side. People want 22, traffic 2 miles on another left crossing, south 99 Whiskey 2, left turn 96. Number 4229, contact now, 162. People want 22, left 26, contact now, 1.62. Number 270, Juliet Bravo, Delta 12705, 21 center, clear flight.
I'm not seeing any lights on her. She's certainly not awake on the radar just yet. Detroit and Columbus on the inbound.
Delta 1787, turn right, gate 4, contact now, 162. Transport 2726, contact 4 seconds.
There they are. I kept hearing props. Where are they? There they are. Southern back there. Propping it up. Smooth touchdown. Is that Atlanta? I do believe it did. Columbus, A319, 131, 1338 going to go by. There she is. Durango up next. Challenger, 601. Fairly quiet at present. Sounds like a good time for an Antonov to depart. Keep waiting for those rear doors to close up. Which I suppose is something that will happen. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Alan Lee, thank you so much. Yes, he is. He's in a pub in northeast of England. Excuse me, doing us great service. Thank you, Alan Lee. ATC. The best, man. Good to see you again. Thank you. When I worked there back in the early 80s, I've seen 2 takeoffs on 12 and very rare landings on 30. About 10 that day, very windy. Wow. They were landing on 30. That's crazy. We have caught a few arrival situations on 30. Yeah, I believe we caught, pretty sure not Luke, but Noah came in on a BizJet. It's like the gusts were at like 3.5, perfectly in their face, I guess, at on 30. So yeah, it was wild to see that. I was over at the field at first, and I saw them. Well, they're going in that way. That's so crazy looking. And then just jumped in the car and ran over here. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate you greatly, my friend. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate you. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Linda. I'm glad you chose us. Sorry the weather is so beastly. It is beastly, isn't it? It is beautiful, though, and it's a pleasure. Thank you, Linda. They keep, I'm not a gambling man, but I keep rolling the dice on this, hoping that, okay, well, it can't just keep happening every single time, can it? Well, so far. Anyway, hopefully we can get some Dust Devils. They're cool. Come on, spin up for us. We need a heavy out here. We'll take a Dust Devil. That'll work. Max 9 out of Seattle, 7-3. Where'd you go? Max 9 out of Seattle. Alaska 737, which is a 737. Gets me every time. Ed Ozdoba personally built this aircraft. So we know it's going to fly. We know it's going to fly. We don't even have to keep watching. The confidence level is so high. Max 9 out of Phoenix, 1873 up next. Come on, guys. Send some heavies out out center. What do you say? Because that would be the absolute best thing that could happen to us. 1873, and for some reason, I guess because of the construction going on 30 expansion, now instead of one runway that we can't see at all, we'll have 2. How about that? We're going to have 2 of those now. Catch a ride with these guys.
United 1490, current left heading 250, running 30, set to take off.
I think everything just went under a cloud.
United 1873, turn right into contact now, and 60.
Isn't that crazy? The exposure that we need for that, that's what it does to that.
United 1490, contact time, Pleasant Bay.
Off in the distance on arrival is Dallas Fort Worth 358 United A32232. And it looks like we are in a gap after that. We'll still see what happens. Be a perfect time for Antonov to depart on us. We shall see. Dallas Fort Worth A320-2. Soon to be safely on the ground. I think I can safely take the top flapper off. The winds feel like they're coming right into my face, like laterally, crosswind for these guys. Would not surprise me if they change. Well, no, this is the right direction. No, would surprise me if they change directions, actually. Which would be sweet. Give us some hope for some, a lot more heavy activity, usually anyway. Lifting number 2 on one right, of course. Of course. Absolutely, that's ridiculous. Sorry, guys. I wish I had more to offer you at present. I really do. We'll just hang tight for a little bit, see what happens. Best we can do. Yeah. ISO is the last thing I incorporate. But yes, sorry, it was a little dark, wasn't it? These clouds, man, everything, it just went right up, right behind the clouds. Kind of nice, actually. What a gift to be able to adjust ISO these days, man. You used to have to change your film to adjust your ISO. Not a ton happening on arrivals at present. We'll see what they do on departures. Little guy going out 3-0. Beautiful. Kelly, good to see you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Kelly Mullen, for the gifted membership, man. That's my brother. He lives down the road. We both live in Roanoke. Good to see you, my man. Welcome to you, indeed. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Kelly. You've landed on 1-2. Long time ago, used to be pretty common before 3-0 became mostly departures. Crazy motorcycle guy. Thank you. Appreciate that. Made it over there earlier just in time to get some photos. I didn't even know it was here. I went over to the field and started shooting over there, you know, set up, and I lost connection. I deleted the stream. It was only 2 minutes long. I thought, well, I'm just going to delete this, go to the garage, start again. Take off my top flapper here. Slash sail. So she just got here a little while ago, is my understanding. So no idea what the turnaround time is on something like this. So you don't know if they're going to even do that. Whoops, sorry about that. If they're going to even do that. Thank you again, Kelly. I appreciate you, brother. And thank you, Alan Lee. Thank you, Colin Dutton. I appreciate, guys, the outstanding support. Yep, everything is going 3-0. It's going to be a lackluster kind of situation, I do believe. Hopefully it changes for departures. We shall see. Departures have all been deferring to 3-0. I've not seen a center departure in some time. Actually, yeah, I haven't. It's been a little while since they started that construction down there on the 3-0 expansion, which, again, you know, it's crazy. I guess I get it, but not sure how that's going to work. But we shall find out in due time. Starting to look like Charlotte out here with all the individual construction sites. Looking forward to getting back over to Charlotte. Again, that was the plan for today, but yesterday I thought, nah, they were calling for afternoon storms, which are pretty brutal in Charlotte. But Stephanie said they really hadn't been happening. And I thought, Then I looked at the weather again today, and they had no lightning bolts, no storm chances. So they updated their forecast, but it said the real feel was like 105 or something like that. And on the parking garage, that's not forgiving. And what bothers me the most is the battery. I don't care myself about the heat, but the battery does. You know, I don't want to be standing next to this thing. I don't want anybody to be anywhere near it if it decides to kaboom on me. I don't know if that's what it would do. Just spontaneously combust into flames. No clue. But so far so good. I haven't had any issues with it so far. It's been some really hot days. Sorry about that. All the action is down here. Wish I had some awesome stuff to show you guys. Okay, this is weird. Copenhagen is coming in on a shallow angle. You guys changing directions on us? It doesn't look like it. There's still two coming in from the south, 3 maybe. Does not look like they're changing directions. She's gonna bump over, I guess. A359. It was cool to see a couple streams back, I guess. The red cowlings, the orange, I guess, engine cowlings of the A330 out of Copenhagen. Looks like we are going to have Frontier A321neo. DNA, the Hispaniolan parakeets livery. Never seen these two. 2-year-old airframe, January of 2024. Looks like she got it straightened out. DNA, the Hispaniolan parakeets. Interesting. Out of Atlanta. Once again, A321neo, 2 years old, January of 2024. 457 nautical miles. I guess she's going our way. Yeah, looks like it. And she'll be followed by Charlotte. Be back to Charlotte soon. Frontier making our way in. Beach King, B200 to Morganton. 25-year-old airframe, 2001. 273 nautical miles estimated for Morganton. 4410. The DNA, the parakeets, A321 Neo out of Atlanta. Probably said that twice, sorry. CRJ9 out of Atlanta, out of Charlotte, PSA 5447. Next heavy, Copenhagen, 4 minutes out, A350-9, SAS 925. 5-year-old airframe, February of 2021, 3,522 nautical miles, 8 hours, 3 minutes in flight. Dash 8, Jazz Aviation 540 out of YTZ, Toronto. 7773 out of Brussels, United 951. 14 minutes out. Frontier. At least from this perspective, the Neos are always so quiet. Beautiful. DNA, the Hispaniolan parakeets out of Atlanta, A321 Neo. Not much for Tower to say at the moment. PSA 5447 out of Charlotte, CRJ9. Little guy out of Rochester, Copenhagen. And Air Canada Express. We'll see what they do.
Air 250 Delta 72705
Thanks again, guys. Hope you're having a fine Wednesday afternoon. Sorry, just to swing in on you unannounced like that. No idea what it's carrying, Jared. No idea what it's carrying. You too, Mark. Thank you, man. Mark on the road. Appreciate you greatly. Etienne, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well, man. Thank you, Etienne, for stopping in. Linda, thank you. Parrots or parakeets? Did I say parrots? Sorry, parakeets. Apologies. I probably said parrots. Parakeets. Hispaniolan. Parakeets, I think. Yes. Absolutely beautiful. Time for me to freshen up my sweet tea. Good opportunity for that. Not much going on for the next minute or two. I'll be right back, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Mark, Morrow Aviation Live, right here at IAD Washington Dulles International. Be right back, guys. Thank you.
Turn right back 340, runway 30, clear for takeoff. Taking 476, turn right, heading 340, contact departure. Turning 925, Adel, time 2705, and 1 right, clear to lane. Left turn on kilo 2, then kilo to signature on ground 29.
Oops. Well, I am super sorry about that, guys. Not a ton. Not a ton to report. I'll leave the music on down low. Yep, sorry guys. Always a shot in the dark here at Dulles just to see what is going to happen. You never know. Had to down my pasta salad, man. I stopped into Wawa over at the Air and Space Museum. See if I can dial in focus on that. Okay. Yeah, over at the Air and Space Museum, grabbed a pasta salad at the Wawa, which is awesome. Once you let the absolute cold dissipate a little bit, it is really good. Sorry guys, not trying to spy, just looks cool. Looks pretty cool over there. I see a light on the forklift, but not on the aircraft. Not exactly sure when she is destined to depart. Dash 8 touching down over on right. 777-3 out of Brussels back there. 3 minutes out. We'll see what she does. Wait for one heavy to wake up. Guess we should see. I'm not sure how to know. I don't know how to know what the Ananov's schedule is. Really would have no idea. Thank you, as always, Stephanie. I appreciate you greatly. She is such a good friend to myself personally, and I appreciate it greatly. Hey, there goes something. That would be Panama City, Max 9, Copa 444 2. It's hard to say. Panama City. Something coming in here. I can't tell if it's going left or center. Indianapolis, Brickyard 3530 175. Here to Glaze 1. 773 out of Brussels. 2 minutes out, making the turn momentarily. Be sweet, she went center. Not sure. They took 2 cargo containers off of the Antonov and put it on a flatbed and just wheeled it off. I'm not quite sure where it went at that point, but yeah, didn't look like a ton in there, you know. At least that's what I saw. Someone was asking earlier what the Antonov was carrying. So, of course, it's hard to know, impossible to know, but just from a casual observer's perspective, a couple of big metal boxes. Of course, as soon as I take the top flapper off, let's put that back on. Since the sun is back out, it seemed too early for that. Now we're good. So, some pretty serious action going on over here in terms of construction. Once again, these guys are all working on the .30 expansion. I guess they're just removing earth, taking it over to the other side of the airport. Sometimes you'll see huge convoys of those guys. Man, that stinks. Brussels going in right, of course. Do she would. Kansas City, Prescott, Chicago. Prescott's like a bizjet, looks like. Whoa. Not sure if you guys can still hear me. Vista 650 out of Prescott. That would be Legacy 650. 9-year-old airframe, 2017, 1,689 miles out of Prescott, Arizona. Place I'd like to visit very soon. Citation longitude, Kansas City, 876. Huh. Looks like the nose is up on the Antonov. Sorry, guys.
for the land traffic, make sure you're on Q upon at 777 on the 2 mile final. Picture 406, left turn on to Kilo 4, 7 mile left. Picture 406, thank you. Kilo signature, monitor.
Crazy.
Picture 406, Kilo signature, monitor ground point.
Looks like Prescott will go our way. Perhaps. We'll see. Just kind of hanging out, waiting and seeing what the heavies are going to do. We have a whole batch of international heavies that need to wake up and jump out of here. I have a feeling they're all going to go at the same time. Got some geese over here, man, that are just on the constant. Of course, there's a pond right over on the other side of the office building over here. Right back to the Antonov. For here, that building there, the Marriott is on the other side of it. There's a pond on the other side of that. Yeah, in that general direction. Kind of drive by all of it on the way in there. Anyway, some geese going crazy over there. Soon to depart on us, I guess. We shall see. Shall see how that goes. Chicago O'Hare most likely coming in this time. We shall see there too. 739-587 United Airlines. Brussels safely on the ground. That's United 951 over on one right. Now, let's see what happens with our departures. Sorry about that, guys. Need to see what's going on with our departures. They should be lighting up any moment. Of course, the heavies thus far on arrival have all come in on right. And again, I set up originally over in the field at the normal location, and yeah, I couldn't get connection. It was solid at first. I thought, wow, I think I'd be able to do this. And then I got the ding of death and looked down, and it disconnected and reconnected, and Never got to 1,000 kilobytes per second and disconnected and reconnected. So, okay, turn that off. Let's go to the garage. Delete. Deleted that stream. Never existed. I did get a couple of rivals on the memory card. Right when I got there, the A340-6 was arriving, so wasn't quite ready to stream, but I was set up enough to grab it. And one other that is escaping. Brussels came over. I missed it. Man, it was hot. At least I was in the back of the car, though, tucked into the back of the car. Where it's, there's some reprieve, if you will, some shade I can get if I try hard enough. Aw, thank you so much. B6 IAD, thank you so much. Thank you for the support of the channel. We appreciate you greatly. Welcome indeed. Honor to have you. Rob, hope you're well too, man. Good to see you, brother. Hope all is well there at the station. Good times with you guys. Be back in Charlotte again soon. A pair of Keats. It's crazy. My brother had some parakeets. My brother and my dad, and somehow or another ended up in my possession. And Elliot and Eleanor, and Eleanor, after several years, passed away, and we had her prepared, for burial. And the next morning, we couldn't find Elliot. Like, where is he? He wasn't in a cage, and just unusual. And so just looked all over the place. Did he go outside? Did he fly out when I went out? He never does that. But he was laying down right beside the shoebox that she was in, and he had passed away too. I don't know if he did it on purpose himself or how he did. I don't know how that happened, but put them both in the situation together. It's sad but beautiful, and it's crazy. It was the craziest thing. Never forget it. How'd he do that? Sorry. Not sure what the departure schedule is for the Antonov. If it's even today, honestly, I have no idea. I didn't even know it was here, as I was saying earlier. Wow, these guys, man. Continually having to kind of, turtle themselves out into all this traffic. And again, all of the airport traffic proper is over there, going that way towards the terminal and looping over here. This is all cargo. I mean, you have to come over here. It's kind of dead end. These vehicles all turn right into as you see them all going down there, they all turn left and have their own lane that they pull into in front of the terminal to pick people up. Or you're a law enforcement person that is parking your car down here or just on general patrol. But there's nowhere else to go but onto the tarmac down there. So it doesn't connect back to the airport or anything. So anybody on this road, for anybody curious about that kind of thing, must be slow day. Yeah, so these guys are, having to go, they have to line up, obviously, with their loading bay, and it's pretty tight in there. They don't have a lot of room. That little curb there kicks them over just enough. Yeah. This guy must be under tug, or is he, where are you going? What's going on here? Is she turning right? Going out the other side? Interesting. Probably. Our left, her right. Okay, so that's Brussels to Dulles. Why is she coming out here? That's interesting. Aeromexico 456, back to Mexico City, 73 MAX 8, making her way down to 30. She must be gonna turn right there. Can't imagine when she's coming up here more. Some kind of traffic jam down on the other side. Well, 7-6 to Venice is awake. We'll see what she does. Yeah, the wind is directly at 4 knots, right onto the side as a crosswind. So, I guess it's a toss-up in terms of the direction. I guess they're going to stay on this direction. He's trying to get over to the other side, I think. This is an arrival. Driving around, waiting on a gate, I guess. Taxiing around, I should say.
Dulles Tower, jet speed 136, 6 back, visual, 1 center.
Jet speed 136, Dulles Tower 12406, and 1 center, clear to land.
1 center, cleared to land, jet speed 136.
Max 9 out of Chicago O'Hare, United at 587. Unless there's something in front of her.
United 587, Dulles Tower 12405, running 1 center, clear to land.
Antonov, nose up. About to gobble up Aeromexico. Oop. Sorry. My bag.
Speed 543, Dulles Tower, Honor Tower 120.1.
I guess she is just waiting for a gate or a... Yeah. Interesting. 739 out of Chicago O'Hare, United 587, 12-year-old airframe, July of 2014. 516 nautical miles, 1 hour, 25 minutes. Not very long. An airport I intend to hit on my dream streaming loop.
speed 136, turn right, wind 240, going to Atlantic today.
Yep, looking forward to getting back to Charlotte. It's been
5136.
a little while, much longer than I was expecting. Definitely need a camera with a long lens to be able to grab these things, but man, good stuff. I was hoping something would be on the whiskey pad. I didn't realize it would be this. Always a treat. 587 out of Chicago here. But that's all for right now for arrivals. We shall see what the heavies do. Brussels making their way back to her gate. Not seeing any heavies. Two things are going out. Two aircraft are going out. Looks like down towards one right. First heavy is Zurich. That's Swiss Air 72, A330-3, 13 minutes out. So it could mean a good sign for our next batch of European arrivals. But there really is no next batch. They're kind of really spread out. We have Zurich 13 out, then we have Casablanca, 1 hour and 19 minutes out. So yeah, they're spread out. Chicago here. Yeah, probably be a pretty short evening for me, guys. I won't keep you too much longer. We'll see what happens here. Looks like not much is going to, looks like not much is going to on this go round. That's just the way it goes. It was a nice, enjoyable drive over. Be able to get on the road while it's still daylight, which is rare. So much easier. As I was saying earlier, I made it back to Roanoke Manor right when I was getting off the exit at Towers. For anybody familiar with that area, the Towers exit, which would be the Colonial Avenue exit. The battery light came on, which means alternator every time. Never the battery, always the alternator. And in my experience, anyway. And you'll know it's your battery before a light comes on, because your lights will be dim or your car won't, something. But when the alternator goes, yeah. You don't have long when you see that light, and so got it home anyway, and halfway to the shop before it just, the transmission, everything started to fail electrically. That relies on the alternator and all of your major systems. So yeah, I pulled over immediately and unfortunately had to get towed. It's funny, called AAA and they sent somebody from from Timberlake, Virginia, way over by Lynchburg. There's like 20 shops within. You have no control over this, with AAA apparently. It just cracks me up. It's like, man, I could have walked home. But first time we've had to receive a tow in a long time. Very fortunate, considering how much I just absolutely... The demands I place upon our vehicles over the years. But got it back yesterday, rolling, man. Well, rebuilt, I was going to say brand new rebuilt alternator with a 2-year warranty, which is the brand new one only had a 1-year warranty. Rambling here, guys. Nothing else is going on. Sorry. So we went with the rebuild. And a new battery and good to go. Car runs great. 300 and something thousand miles on it. But, I wouldn't think twice about driving it around the country. I wouldn't. It runs so smoothly still. We know exactly the work we've done to it, which is, you know, it's just a very well maintained vehicle. I think it's going to last a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if we get 500,000 miles out of this thing easily. Rambling. There's an Antonov out there. Tom, good to see you, man. Tom Giffen. I'm not sure exactly how that is pronounced. Quite the love story about Elliot and Eleanor. Truly made it for life. Man, it was so crazy. It really, you know, was one of those things. I was probably, let's see, how old would I have been? 15? 14 or 15 years old or something like that, you know. I was like, oh man, I always hated cleaning up the cage because it was always just like a wreck all the time, you know. Open this thing up a little bit. Since I don't want to change the aperture, I will bump up the ISO to 250. But yeah, it was uncanny. It was one of those things where you're like, where is he? You're just looking all over for it. And right there. How did he know?
Circuit 3585, Delta Tower, Squid 04. Turn left heading 270, running 30, set to take off.
I learned that day a lot more going on than what meets my untrained eye. That's for sure. Yep, the heavies are going out the other side, it looks like. See if the shallow turnout is any kind of an indicator to a center departure. Looks like we have an Embraer back there under tug on the far left of the screen. Right in the taxiway that, unless they jump off, nope, they're going to come down. I'm confused.
Circuit 3585, contact. Yes, up to Circuit 433, Delta Tower, 12706, running 110, take left.
Yeah, we need to get somewhere, man, where we can just reel in heavy after heavy for you guys. Or cool looking livery and aircraft, even if it's only just for one trip. I'm not sure where that is. New York and Miami come to mind. I'd much rather do New York than Miami. Chicago would like to get, you know, the UPS and the FedEx hubs. Phoenix. CVG seems well covered. Phoenix, San Diego, LA, San Francisco, Boeing Field if they would let us. Any other place. Anchorage would be sweet. I think that's a bit much. All of it is a bit much for my budget right now, but that's the plan. One day.
Alpha 583, that was Charlie 12706, 230, 947.
Appreciate you guys greatly. Good times hanging out today, though. Sorry nothing big came our way, man. I will have at least maybe a single video of Lufthansa. I'm not sure. I'll wait and hold out for another highlight reel. Put it on that one. Wait till we have enough. Doesn't look like Antonov is going to be going anywhere anytime soon. I'll be driving down 66 and it'll fly over my head. Tom, excellent to see you. Thank you. Absolutely, man. Hope you're doing well as well, Rob. Thank you. Catch up with you guys in Charlotte soon. Thank you so much, Raja. I appreciate you, man. Pleasure to be back. Thank you. Do you do this every Wednesday? No, I do not. I do not. Wednesday is, in fact, kind of a rare day for me. It's usually a day that I have obligated for other work. But as I was saying earlier, I was having some car troubles. The car actually went into the shop on Friday, got it back yesterday. Unexpected. I thought I was going to get it back today. Didn't think I was going to be able to stream until tomorrow or this weekend. Good times, though. Really preventative maintenance is something that just finally, could have been a lot worse. Stranded me for a couple of hours, like just a couple of blocks from home. Big deal, One of those things where I knew exactly where to go in terms of almost took it to the shop immediately. I just didn't want to wake my wife up and everybody, to have to come and pick me up in the middle of the night. I'll try to make it. Didn't make it. Almost made it. Kills me though, man. Waiting for that guy to come from Timberlake. He laughed too. He's just, just the way it goes. Another little guy. For me, being the, doing the video work and stuff, which is the part I really, really, really enjoy. It's challenging, it's like the first time every time almost, you do get used to it, muscle memory, etc. Some people really pick up on it faster than others. It took me a while. I did not pick up on it quickly. Whoops. I had to learn the expensive way. Let's see, that's usually the way that I learn. Yep, doesn't like a whole lot going our way. Sorry about that. Doesn't like a whole lot going our way, guys. Absolutely crazy. It's so sad. It's embarrassing. Thank you so much, Landon. You guys are most kind. I really do appreciate it. Is that a person? I think it is. Thank you, Landon. Thank you, thank you. A350 about to land. It'll go over on right, I'm sure. That's the way everything has worked for us today. Sometimes we get it all, sometimes we get nothing. The past couple times it's been nothing. Before that, we got most of it. Probably the 2 or 3 times before that. Spoiled. Turned into a baby. But it doesn't go our way. As I was saying just a few minutes ago. Photography, videography perspective, it's just, again, and for me it's super fun every time. They're all challenging. All size of aircraft present their challenges. The smaller their aircraft, the more challenging. The more zoomed in you are, for those unaware of that kind of thing, the harder it is, and of course the less stable it is, and the more vibrations you see, etc. The more zoomed out you are, the smoother and easier. If you're ever panning across an aircraft and you're having trouble and it's jerky, just zoom out. Save yourself. Save yourself and your viewers. Thank you, Lennon. Appreciate you greatly, man. Thank you guys for the kindly support of the channel today. Thank you for the likes and subscriptions and all that. You don't have to do any of it. Just glad you're there. Something to do. I know a lot of folks, they'll turn on the computer and be like, oh wow, somebody's actually, streaming in my hometown. Check it out. I was just at that airport yesterday. Kind of thing. Where'd you go? Oh.
United 1113, that was 512-706, current left heading 270, flying 30, set to take off.
It is a rare thing. And the very first time I came here, I know I tell this story all the time. Everything came in center. This side is center. Usually, if it's the other way, they will come in center. We'll get it. If they change directions, we start getting them. It's just that easy. But, coming from this way, no. The ones coming from over the coast, they keep them on that side, keep everything else over on the other side. And it makes sense, but it is awful for us. We don't really have a good place to go to check the other side except for the field. And again, that's not kosher per se, you know what I mean? But, if you're polite and respectful and all that, then it's doable, potentially. I mean, again, most of the law enforcement people that I encounter in this area have been absolutely, really cool. If they're dealing with aviation people. I thought that was a guy, but that's not a guy. Okay. Interesting thing, though. Oh, cool. We have a heavy Swiss out of Zurich, A330-3, Swiss 72. Making her way in. Beautiful. Stupid autofocus.
305, Foxtrot 7 Heavy, Airbus 330 just landed, 21 center, clear to land. Victor 3570, service tower, wind 305, traffic 8 mile final, 21 center, turn off heading 270, 2830, set to take off. 272 Heavy, contact ground, 121.62.
Sorry about that.
Meter 4963, double starboard, 70530, line for you. Meter 4963, traffic line 21 center. Victor 3570, contact zone, President.
New York American 811 Worth 21-6, Top Terrace, Bridge 179.
American South Paris, good land, other side, check the left side. Meter 4963, affirmative, 2830, line for you, traffic line in 1 center.
Beautiful. Flight 72 out of Zurich, A330-343. Next up, San Diego, MAX 9 out of San Diego. 17-year-old airframe, 3,612 nautical miles for Zurich.
Meter 4963, turn off heading 250, turning 30, set to take off. 584, double star 1304, 21 center, clear to land.
Star Alliance, Avianca 584 out of San Salvador up next, A322 on 4. Looks like Hyannis, citation lat, NetJets 513. Gonna come up first. Thank you so much, Landon. Thank you for the gifted membership. Welcome, guys. Excuse me, Geek Aviation. Welcome. Oops. 1 second. I'll be right back. Turn the camera off and back on. I forgot. I zoomed while I was recording.
Turn left heading 250, turning 30, set to take off.
Sorry about that.
181, double star 1304, turning 30, line 40, traffic line 1 center.
Well, the front and the back are both still open on the Antonov, so that is something. Yep, looks like everything is going out over on right. Grab San Salvador A32214, Star Alliance 584. Keep an eye on the weather and see which is the best option. Again, Charlotte, the battery and the heat to the battery is my primary concern. I can't really go to the overlook until the temperatures will allow. But, you know, kind of relegated to an overhang like where I am right now. Even right up there is superior because we can catch those departures that are headed out on that side as they're going up and away. So it's unfortunate, but it's just too hot for all of that, which is, I'm not sure if I can even get it in view, that big battery down there. Well, didn't have a lot go our way today. Maybe next time. Always have fun trying. Always have fun trying. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to try. I tried to get a bunch of stuff. We didn't have a lot to stream today, but we're back to try again. Either here or Charlotte. We'll see what the which one the weather allows the best. It would be nice to get out early enough. It's hard to get here. I live 3.5 hours away, so it's hard to get here early enough to get over to DCA for a few hours and then get over here in time to catch the international arrivals. And I used to somehow or another be able to pull that off. These days the traffic is such that I haven't been able to do it. A lot of construction on 81 right now. It's going to be so nice when they get 3 lanes going through Stanton, Harrisonburg, and somewhere else. Strasbourg. Little guy jumping out. Yep, all the heavies are going to jump to the other side. I keep doing some wishful thinking over here. Beautiful afternoon. So yeah, I'll take a look at the weather. We'll see how things proceed for the rest of the week. Emery, thank you so much. Not sure why the Antonov is here. I'm just as surprised as everyone else. Unfortunately, doesn't like she's going anywhere anytime soon. She's just kind of hanging out open. Kind of hanging out open. Yeah, we'll have to just reconvene in a few days. Cut our losses here. Try again another day. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today on this short notice. My name is Mark Morrow Aviation, live here at IAD Washington Dulles International. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, thank you guys. Appreciate your kindly support. Thank you for the likes, subscriptions, coming in, hanging out, being friends. Had to push the stream back to like maybe once or twice a week. You know, I was really kind of, I think, wearing out my welcome there. I was going to say overstepping my welcome. Every 2 or 3 days. We'll back it off a little bit and see which airport is the best one to hit. And again, try to get myself into a position where we can take this thing on the road for a little while. Not getting any younger here, man. Want to get that done. Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you greatly.
Number 5076, I'm Reagan National, contact now. Take it in. United 1140, final 7250, 730, that's takeoff. Air 2463, Delta Sky 12507, 130, line 28W, line ended at half the distance to Intel Station. Intel 3981, contact 25. And then just select one on 121.63. United 2463 and no radius 30 seconds. Sign up heading 250, running 30, press the takeoff. Number 3274, double tower, 2506, running 30, line 20. United 274 channel 7270, 930 for the takeoff. That's 666 over silent, continue to 1130, $1140 silent 2707 running 30 line point.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Etienne. Thank you, Tom. SDO Bar, appreciate you, bro. Mike, of course. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Linda. An excellent rest of your day, guys. Cannot thank you enough. Keep holding out, hoping something will happen. It's just not happening for us today. You guys are the best. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Linda. Until next time. Thank you, Stephanie. Catch you guys soon.
53 North Tower, 205, 21 Chester, thank you, Ryan. United 2254, turn left heading 270, running 30, press to take off. Falcon 958, Papa Fox, left turn 1205, running 30, line of way, Fox 939. Google 406, Fox 935. Meter 4250, 5 on my heading, running 30, press to take off. Under 35, 7 secret 4, running 30, line of way, if you have a minute, I have a position for info station. And 1155, program today. Emergency 63, turn right 83, contact ground, 6